My name's Michael, Marine Corps veteran, ex-vegan, current asset protection investigator, here to talk to you guys about going keto and the 4 mistakes that you can make that will derail all of your efforts. Stick around. Crush these like warriors and you guys will succeed where others fail. For years, I ate everything. Steaks, burgers, no limits, until my last 6 months in the Marine Corps when I went vegan on a whim overnight. For a decade, I championed plant-processed garbage that ravaged my health, all while thinking it was normal. And then I went vegan keto, which is even a worse idea. What a total farce. Impossible without synthetic junk. And then I dug into the metabolic chaos and found keto. Sometimes carnivore with a rare fruit for balance. Now I'm about 95% keto. And I'm fueled on real foods based on what our ancestors ate in nature. Keep this in mind. Processed is processed. Diesel-infused garbage is not what humans ate for all of human history. In asset protection, I learned people make bad calls thinking they're safe. Keto done right makes you the hunter, not the hunted. Keep eating what works for you, but dodge these blunders to reclaim your primal strength. The first blunder: chasing macros with keto junk. I did this as a vegan, swapping one processed mess for another. Keto bars, the fake cheeses, the fake meats, they're not food, they're distractions. Primal humans hunted and gathered real food. They didn't survive on lab-made slop. At 29 Palms, Marines don't run on garbage. Sometimes they do, but that's a different story. We demand power. Choosing processed foods clouds your mind, stalls ketosis, and weakens your body. You're not a warrior, not a victim picking the wrong fuel. Your family deserves better. So here's a solution. Eat like a hunter 10,000 years ago. Grass-fed meats, wild game, wild fish, organic eggs, low-carb greens. Eggs and veggies are your arsenal. Command your kitchen like a Marine controls the battlefield. Choose real, unprocessed power. The next blunder I want you guys to keep it out for: starving your body of water and electrolytes. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. That's what the Marine Corps taught me. At 29 Palms, dehydration in the desert was a death sentence. On keto, it's no different. Cutting carbs drains water, sodium, potassium, all the electrolytes your body needs to function. Your body literally won't hold water if there are no carbs in there. Remember, for every 1 gram of carbohydrates, your body stores 3 grams of water. If you don't have any carbs in there, your body's not going to hold on to these minerals and the water. If you ignore this and you get slammed with a keto flu, that's the headaches, that's the weakness, the migraines. I felt like switching from vegan to keto, thinking I could gut it out. Wrong call. Your body's a primal machine. It's built to serve us, or to survive, right? In asset protection, I see families shop every middle aisle in the grocery store, and they skip the basics, thinking they're fine. Don't be that family. Build yourself and your family for resilience. So here's the solution. Drink 2 to 3 liters of water per daily. Add some Himalayan salt. Eat avocados. Take magnesium supplements before bed. These real foods and supplements, they kill the cravings. Damn right. Keep eating what works, but hydrate like you're storming a hill. The third blunder: falling for keto treats. There's a lot of them out there now. As a vegan, I was hooked on fake meats and sweets. It's the same trap, different name. Keto cookies, the ice cream, the brownies, they all spark craving and stall ketosis. And remember, everything is diesel. Processed vegan or keto foods, they aren't what primal hunters ate. Your family's health is your fortress. Don't weaken it with fake sweets, right? Sugar, alcohols, and artificial sweeteners, they will mess you up. They will give you stomach cramps and bloating and all kinds of digestive discomfort. Don't do it. Your ancestors owned their hunger, and so can you. It's okay to be hungry. Solution: here's what I want you guys to do. Save those treats for rare victories if you need them at all. Or choose berries with like cream and like 85% dark chocolate. Right? No lab-made junk. I want you guys to crave the fuel you find in nature in all of its natural forms. The fourth blunder: rushing into keto like a reckless charge. I did this going vegan from 0 to 100 overnight. But I have some discipline. On keto, dropping from 200 carbs down to 20 or jumping to carnivore is a trap and might well lead you to a world of hurt like you've never experienced. Your body's a primal machine, not a factory. It can't change gears quickly. If you rush it, you might get the keto flu, you might get burnt out, you might face defeat overall, and that's not what we're going for here. We're looking for primal strength, primal power, sovereignty. Our ancestors hunted with patience, adapting to the wild. Factory meat or vegan junk, both are far from nature. Keto done right means stalking your goal with discipline. So here's the solution. I want you to ease in like a Marine on recon, 50 to 100 carbs and down to 20, 30, whatever you consider to be keto, to the lowest point that you can handle. Swap rice for cauliflower, bread for lettuce wraps. Protect your family by mastering the hunt, not sprinting into chaos. We don't run blindly into chaos. And bonus for my 29 Palm Marines, over-relying on willpower. Here it is. At 29 Palms, we train in brutal heat, tracking threats across miles of desert with nothing but grit and a rucksack. By grit alone, we didn't win. Our tactics did. On keto, thinking you can willpower your way through hunger or cravings is setting yourself up for a major failure. I tried this on vegan keto and forced myself to survive on nut butters and whatever other kind of junk I got, right? I'd skip meals thinking it was tough, only to crash, be irritable, foggy, ready to quit. Primal hunters didn't just endure, they planned, adapted, and thrived. They knew when to rest, when to eat, how to conserve energy, how long they were going to be out. They went with a plan. Willpower fades, but the systems you put in place can endure. If you're white-knuckling keto or skipping meals or ignoring your hunger signals, you're potentially setting yourself up for failure. Your body rebels and you might lose focus. So here's the solution. Build a tactical plan like a Marine plotting a desert patrol. Prep meals ahead. Steak, eggs, healthy greens, low carb, ready to go. Eat when you're hungry, not when you're starving. Keep a stash of hard-boiled eggs or avocado slices, whatever you want. Whatever will get rid of that hunger. Stock them like ammo. Own your hunger like you own the deserts around you, strategically, not stubbornly. These blunders, being the junk foods, the dehydration, fake treats, reckless starts, and weak willpower, yeah, they steal your primal power. I fell for them as a vegan, eating processed lies for so long. Now I'm 95% keto. Sometimes I try to do carnivore, but I will eat fruit every once in a while. Here's the takeaway. Say it with me. Everything is diesel. All the foods in the middle of the grocery store, all of them contain diesel in one form or another. That's unacceptable. These big food companies have gotten away with poisoning the population for way too long. Way too long. Once you learn the lingo, you'll see that their big rebranding campaign is a bunch of BS. And if you guys are sick and tired of that, check out some of my other videos where I expose the big rebranding that's about to take place. See you later.